modern Democrat Party is a win-at-all-costs mob-like organization. Does not matter how much collateral damage is done, how many lives are ruined in the process. What matters is the progressive outcome. That is why we have Obamacare. Think about it. The actual total number of uninsured in this republic was never the 30 million that Barack Obama proffered to the American people. If we subtract illegal immigrants and Americans who are in between jobs and the like, the number is well below 10 million. So we obliterated our entire system of medical insurance and health care in a country of 300 million people for 0.3% of the population. It's ridiculous. And so the Democrats are trying to hang on to as much of Obamacare as possible by the Republicans try and dismantle key parts of it, and while the president joins the effort to kill the Affordable Care Act in court. Democrats are trying to hope that the issue of Obamacare drives its base to the polls in November. They're also hoping that attacking the president at every chance they get gins up the base. Case in point, Democrat Senator Mazie Hirono.
These are not normal times.
Stop the tape. True that, Senator. Absolutely true. These are not normal times. Think about what's going on right now. We have one of the two major parties inciting violence against the other party and members of a particular administration. That would be the Trump administration. When have we seen this before in our political landscape? I don't know that we've ever seen something like this before at this scale. We have members of Congress, sitting members of Congress, inciting this violence against members of the Trump administration. Yeah, we've not seen times like this before. Or how about the fact that we have judges sitting on federal court benches right now conferring constitutional rights on illegal immigrants, people who have chosen to violate our sovereignty. Judges are now saying, hey, now wait a minute, we need to give them due process. We need to make sure that they have access to lawyers. We need to make sure that they have bail. No, they violated our border. They violated our law. It's a misdemeanor. It should be a felony. Bottom line is, it is a crime. And so here we have judges saying, yeah, they're illegal immigrants. They're in our country illegally, yet we're going to confer constitutional rights on these people. We had men give their lives, literally, on Iwo Jima, or Guadalcanal, Bataan Death March, or the Battle of the Bulge, the European theater. Think of all the wars that Americans fought to protect the United States Constitution and our constitutional rights. Yet these people, led by the Democrats, don't seem to care about conferring my constitutional rights on people who have violated our sovereignty. It's unbelievable. Unusual times, that's the understatement. Roll tape.
Every day, we face a fresh outrage from Donald Trump and his administration.
Stop the tape. The outrage, of course, is from the Democrat Party. What is the modern Democrat Party? Well, it's the party of death, right? It supports death, like abortion. I think it's also the party of death to America, because if you look at all of the policies that the Democrat Party, the modern Democrat Party, is standing behind right now, if the Republicans were to simply go away and Donald Trump were to simply go away and the Democrats got 100% of what they wanted, you wouldn't be able to recognize the political landscape, the social landscape, the moral landscape of this republic. It would be over. Roll tape.
On issue after issue, Donald Trump creates a crisis, blames others for what's happening, and uses the ensuing chaos to demand a legislative solution that often...
Imagine that. The audacity of Donald Trump to point out problems, say, for example, immigration, and then ask the Congress to come up with a legislative solution. It's so constitutional. The audacity of the 45th president to be constitutional as he governs this republic. Because it's so 180 degrees opposite of what the 44th president did, right? He didn't care about separation of powers. He didn't care about the United States Constitution. He simply pulled out his pen and he pulled out his phone and he decided to unilaterally write laws like DACA, which is why we're in this mess to begin with. President Obama did not follow the United States Constitution with DACA. And so this president, Donald Trump, said, hey, I'm going to kill this thing with an executive order. And oh, by the way, there's a federal court judge or two that says, no, you can't. So it's okay for Obama to issue the order, but it's not okay for President Trump to wipe it out. But then President Trump says, hey, please come up with a legislative solution. It's exactly what the Constitution would prescribe. But of course, it takes a Democrat to criticize the President of the United States for doing exactly what the Constitution wants him to do. Down is up and up is down. So we ain't seen nothing yet from the Democrats. November is their one and only shot to politically take out the 45th president. Thus, this partisan vitriol is only going to intensify between now and November 6th, Election Day.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.